British New Wave is productive and is there, but throughout much of the time I'm still kind of worried about it. There are a bunch of quite successful bands sounding not that original. There are some really good collectives trying to make it out on bigger stages, not having the recognition they deserve. There are solo artists winning over the audience with their looks. Oh, the very professional, successful team of managers and producers behind them. It could be hard to understand who's gonna be at the top, who's gonna be remembered after some time. What always has interested me on the music scene has been writers, young Brits, who either try to tell their stories through alternative pop, rock tunes like Declan McKenna, whose debut record we've just reviewed, you can also watch that, or be inspired by much more aggressive and street-rooted, honed music artists mixed within that political and economical climate, which almost feels like a modern punk aesthetics revival movement. I am mostly talking about Jordan Cardy and his music project Red Boy, whose debut album Scum came out a few weeks ago. Jordan might be bad at school, but he's pretty good at studying last decade's music outfits. Listening to Scum, you can't help but feel how influenced this album is. For the most part, obviously, it's British indie scene based, and sounds like a modern-day homage to British basts like Jamie T, early before the swagger, troubadourish era of Arctic Monkeys, or Kasabian, a little bit of the Streets, a little bit of legendary groups like The Clash and Kings of Britpop, Blur. Other foreign influences appearing on the album are probably Beastie Boys and or some American mainstream or not hip-hop outfits. Fortunately, Red Boy's vision is clear, his ear is good, so by the time you're trying to figure out whom this song reminds you of, it's already over and you're left remembering just the main things, like Jordan's youthful and carefree delivery, some wise lyricism presenting meaningful topics, and a lot of single-onable choruses Red Boy is so good at. There's a whole room for his originality, for his voice, for his music personality, and all this great past years band's influences reworked and put to creating at least something different. Scum sounds very refreshing, especially in comparison to quite a lot previously heard debut records on the British scene. I love the way this album opens up with this beautiful track, Turn Round Mate. It's a bright and fun tune with some ska elements, details reminiscent of earlier Gorillaz. No surprises there, as this is Parlophone and Damon Albarn is actually featured there, as well as on Get Over It, which is an old single, but here available only on the hour-long deluxe version of the album. Album's presence on the second track is less evident. I'd say it mostly sounds like something coming from a Beastie Boy apprentice, though chorus sounds exactly like something Damon would do. Blur's Graham Coxon also appears in the credits for the album in the beginning in a track Laid Back, really easygoing love song with a nice flow and a very quality festival-worthy chorus. Actually do enjoy that song quite a bit too. Revolution is an amazing single. It's a banging anthem of youth, wokeness, and all the blood-rushing things. It feels a bit louder than something Jamie T would do. The track which does bring that out more is perhaps Fake AD. Revolution is fearless, a little bit Madman style. The chorus in there is phenomenal. This is a signature sound of Red Boy to me. As well as Move, the track which actually made me fall in love with Red Boy's music back in the day. It's one of the biggest singles from Cardy, has a lot of strange, weird elements in production, all together creating a fun 90s TV acid Beastie Boys picture. The other callback to Beastie Boys is probably in the end of the album, Kicked Out of School. Move, though, is a wild card. It's arguably one of the best moments on the album. I like that Red Boy can kind of vary his sound but still make it sound cohesive throughout the whole release. Left for That track, shout out all my Left for Dead and Left for Dead 2 fans. I do like this track a lot. It presents mostly this indie rock vibe, something that Alex Turner and team could have done in a year like 2006 or 2007. It still sounds relevant and exciting on the album, maybe because I am just missing the good old days. but maybe because Red Boy is a hella talented young lad and actually know what he's doing with his songwriting. There's a new version of Sign On, it's re-recorded, which made me realize how big of a fan I am of the original track, first version. This one, it still sounds pretty dope. It's a good song, and some of this freshly added instrumentals actually sounds interesting on there. The title track is super fun. It kind of mixes indie rock again with rushing psych elements in the chorus. It's risky and probably really fun to experience live. Not all the tracks on the album are groundbreaking, but they're easy terrible. Boiling Point sounds like a really good Kasabian mockery. It's alright, but I don't really hear that much of Jordan Cardy in there. Then there's Sportswear with this slightly moodier approach. I really like the guitar in this track, and overall this kind of moody, kind of depressive sound. But I guess I'm just not in the right mood for that right now to actually fangirl about it. Bet I'd like it much more listening to the album in deep fall or winter. Knock 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 track sounds like a filler one. I'm not denying the cool mixing by the end of it though. And I'm totally not there for this ballady on I'll Be Waiting song track. Not the type of stuff I want to hear from a Red Boy record, you know? The deluxe version of the album consists of 25 songs. It's not that long though. Time-wise it's just like 1 hour. And I actually really appreciate the idea behind the interludes. Listening to that version if you've played or watched someone play GTA and you recognize that voice in the interludes, it's hard not to compare this album as one of the radio stations in the game, and I think it's really cool. Sonically, everything works on Red Boy's debut, and you have a good spectrum of his and his mates' talents for you to choose from and at least enjoy a few tracks. Lyrically, I think Jordan will go far. I do enjoy his texts and his ideas. I like how aware he presents himself in his art, picturing the messed up youth minds. Plus, the choruses he writes are golden. Red Boy came out of nowhere and quickly conquered the newbie British indie scene league. Then of course making a name for himself with that sample in Kendrick Lamar's Damn album out earlier this year. It feels a little bit wild to think about Scum as a debut album. I'm pretty sure that the next material Red Boy will come out with will be even stronger, and that his sound and his lyrics will be getting better with time. We are interested to know, what do you think about this record? What do you think about Red Boy? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like this video, to share this video with everyone you know, to watch other videos we have a few to check out. Also subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, follow us on social media to be updated on the stuff we're doing. And I guess that's it. Live fast, die young, don't do it. Peace out.